What if I told you there once lived a man so rich that modern billionaires like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, or Bill Gates would look poor compared to him? A man whose wealth was so vast that when he traveled, entire cities collapsed into inflation. A man who ruled an empire larger than most of Europe, controlled nearly half of the world's gold, and turned Africa into the intellectual center of the world. This is not a myth. This is not a legend. This is the true story of Mansa Musa, the richest man to ever walk the earth. Chapter 1. Africa before Mansa Musa. Before we talk about Mansa Musa, we must destroy a dangerous lie. Africa was not poor. Africa was not backward. Africa was not waiting to be discovered. Long before Europe's rise, West Africa was home to powerful empires: Ghana, Mali, and Songhai. These empires controlled trade routes that connected Africa to North Africa, the Middle East, and Asia. Gold, salt, ivory, books, knowledge, and at the center of it all stood the Mali Empire. Chapter 2. The Rise of Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa was born around 1280 CE into the royal Keita dynasty. The title Mansa means King of Kings. Musa was not supposed to be emperor. Legend says the previous ruler, Abu Bakr II, became obsessed with discovering what lay beyond the Atlantic Ocean. He gathered thousands of ships and sailed west, never to return. And so in 1312, Musa was crowned emperor of Mali. At that moment, he inherited the greatest treasure on earth. Chapter 3. An empire of unimaginable wealth. Under Mansa Musa, the Mali Empire stretched across modern-day Mali, Senegal, Guinea, Nigeria, Burkina Faso. Mali controlled the world's largest gold mines. At that time, more than half of the world's gold came from West Africa. But here's the key difference. Mansa Musa didn't just hoard wealth. He used it. Chapter 4. The journey that shook the world. In 1324, Mansa Musa decided to make the Hajj, the sacred pilgrimage to Mecca. But he didn't travel like a normal king. He traveled like a living empire. 60,000 people. 12,000 servants dressed in silk. 80 camels. Each camel carrying up to 300 pounds of gold. Gold flowed like water. Chapter 5. When gold became worthless. As Mansa Musa passed through Cairo, he gave gold to the poor, merchants, scholars, officials. He gave and gave and gave. So much gold entered the economy that its value collapsed. Inflation lasted for over 10 years. No individual in recorded history has ever affected a global economy like this. Mansa Musa literally crashed cities with generosity. Chapter 6. The wisest king, not just the richest. Mansa Musa was not drunk on wealth. He was deeply religious, highly educated, and surrounded by scholars. On his return from Mecca, he brought back architects, poets, scientists, mathematicians, Islamic scholars. One man would change history forever. Abu Ishaq al-Sahili. Chapter 7. Timbuktu, the city of knowledge. Under Mansa Musa, Timbuktu became the intellectual capital of the world. He built mosques, universities, libraries. The famous University of Sankore held over 400,000 manuscripts. At a time when Europe was burning books, Africa was writing them. Students came from Egypt, Morocco, Arabia, Persia. Knowledge became Mali's greatest treasure. Chapter 8. Architecture that defied time. Mansa Musa transformed West African architecture. He introduced stone buildings, mud brick skyscrapers, advanced urban planning. The Jingareba Mosque, still standing today, is a symbol of African brilliance. This was not borrowed civilization. This was African mastery. Chapter 9. How rich was Mansa Musa really? Historians estimate his net worth over 1 trillion, but the truth is, his wealth cannot be measured. Why? Because he owned resources, not numbers. Gold mines, land. Trade routes, labor. He didn't count money. He controlled reality. Chapter 10. The Fall After the Giant. After Mansa Musa's death in 1337, Mali slowly declined. Poor leadership, internal conflict, foreign invasions. Yet even in decline, the legacy remained. Maps from Europe marked Mali with one image: a black king sitting on a throne, holding a nugget of gold. That king was Mansa Musa. Chapter 11. Why history tried to forget him. So why don't we learn this in school? Because history is often written by those who came later. Colonial narratives erased African greatness to justify domination. But truth has a way of surviving, and Mansa Musa's truth is too heavy to bury. Chapter 12. The legacy of Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa proved that Africa was wealthy, Africa was educated, Africa was powerful, Africa led the world. He was not just the richest man in history, he was proof that black excellence ruled the world. Outro. The man who owned time. Money fades, empires fall, names are forgotten. But legends echo through centuries. Mansa Musa didn't just own gold, he owned his moment in history. And today, his story rises again as a reminder that Africa was never poor, it was robbed.